Hello, guys. Welcome back to the Pitch Perfect podcast. I'm your host, Larry, and today it's a good day to be a Gunners fan. My God, lads, watch that match. I only came back from work there. I was trying to get the match reaction straight after the match, but work got really busy. Trying to do a really quick thing, but I was like, you can't rush greatness in it. So, I said I went back home, got home from work to slap this match review up. But I watched the match during work, and to be honest, we did really well. I'm absolutely thrilled with how Arsenal performed today. I was getting a lot of stick from rival fans saying, "Yeah, we're gonna see how Arsenal is without Odegaard, without Rice, which are two pivotal players for us." I was like, "We're fucking cooked." I was like, I'm expecting them. I wasn't expecting a thrashing by Spurs, but I was expecting maybe them to beat us 1-0, 2-0. But I'm really happy that wasn't the case because what we seen today from Arsenal was a sign of champions. That was a performance fist for champions. What Arsenal did today. Um, it was a first half. Oh, lads, we caught life. We caught absolute life. How Spurs didn't score after that Ben White mistake and Gabriel mistake, I will never know. But look, we'll take what we can get. We won't expand on that further. But like Spurs had their chances, but we know in the Prem, if you don't take your chances when you get them, you will be punished later on. And that's exactly what happened. Now, for us, you could tell the midfield presence. It did very well. That midfield that Arteta lined up in Partey, Jorginho, I looked at the lineup. The defense was fine. I had no problem with the defense. Attack, I was kind of happy. Martinelli, Havertz in the middle, Saka on the right, and Trossard being the lone striker up top. I was happy with that front four. It was the double pivots of Jorginho and Parity that was more concerned because, let's be honest, neither of them have legs. And for me today, sometimes I keep forgetting how blessed we are to have Jorginho. I know Chelsea fans will say whatever, but the composure he provides on the ball when we're under pressure is ridiculous. He controls the game, takes the sting out the opposition's attack. It's so satisfying to watch. I thought he executed it to perfection today. I thought he was absolutely brilliant. I kind of forgot because I've been so focused because of what Rice can do with us. I forgot what Jorginho can do when he's brought to play, and he did exactly that today. Um, First half, I thought we were going to catch life. I would not lie to you. I thought we were going to, I'm expecting 2-0 going into the first half. A lot of people were giving me sticks saying, yeah, we're going to see what your team is like. Do you know what? And I think that today we shut up all the haters. I think we closed any doubts. People would say Spurs are not that good. I don't think Spurs are a good team. I don't know why they get so much credit. I just think um, there are rivals, of course, but like if you see what's happened in recent years, can you really call it a rivalry anymore? It's coming like the Liverpool United rivalry, just get battered everywhere they go. But look, and today it should have been a Spurs win. With the chances they had, it should have been a Spurs win. And Ange will be looking back and like, how the fuck did we not win this? But look, I'm not gonna complain. We got the goal, we got the win, we got a huge, huge 3 points. And I think if anyone still had doubts about this Arsenal team, what you gotta say now? There's really nothing you can say now. We had no Rice, we had no Odegaard. We proved to you. It was a very scrappy win, but the best teams do what they have to do to get our 3 points, and which is exactly what we did today. So kudos to the boys, kudos to Arteta. Very happy. I just do want to mention a couple of players that played outstanding in that game. During Timber, I always said, me and my friend were saying, if this man gets fully fit, it's like a new signing, and which it was. I thought he was ridiculous today. Going forward, going back, he was taking no nonsense today. Not like he was booing out the ball out of play, but he was just so defensively sound. He knew when to dive in, he knew not when to dive in, he knew when to press, he knew when to step back. It's so refreshing because he got off to a great start when we first signed him and then done his ACL, which ruined him out for the rest of the season. So like I said, it felt like a new signing. It felt like an absolute new signing, and I'm really, really, really happy with that. Um, another player I thought was Havertz. Now you guys already know how I feel about Havertz. Now I did say he's not the guy to give us the 20 goals a season, but I said this the last time. He worked so hard on and off the ball today. When we were defending, he was the first one back. He was everywhere today. Another player I have to give kudos to. And the third man, the man of the moment, Gabriel, he had a howl of a first half. And I thought, if the goal was going to come, it was going to come through him. And one of the very big chances in the game did come through a blunder from Gabriel. And if that score, we probably wouldn't be talking about him. We'd probably be criticizing him rather than praising him today. But this is what you need to have elite mentality for when things like this happen in the game, especially in a North London derby or any type of derby. um, how you react after a mistake defines your performance for the rest of the match. If you let that get to you, that's it. You're out the game. You can't focus anymore. You're going to cost your team the 3 points. But we know Gabriel. People always like to argue who's better, Saliba and Gabriel. I think they're both as equally as important to us. But my God, I know he had that blunder, but what he was just like, most defenders will be shaky after that, but he just picked himself up and said, look, one small mistake, still a long way to go in the game. And you can see the other defenders, helping him as well, which was a very good thing. And you can really see the unity at that Arsenal team. And he got his goal, brilliant cross from Saka from the corner. It's a good goal, but don't get me wrong. I just love to know how he was given so much space, because when you look at that goal, it's just a load of Spurs and Arsenal players, and like Gabriel has just this little bubble around him. There's no one around him whatsoever. No one picks him up. He just kind of has all the time in the world to put that ball in the back of the net, and it was a thumping header. Don't get me wrong; it was an absolutely thumping header. Nothing Vicario could do. He was never getting to that. But my God, and even after he got the goal, he just became a monster. Anything that came into that box, he was just it's his. That was a proper general in the defense today. Absolute leader. Well deserved goal. He had an early mistake, but it's how you pick yourself up from it. And I think he showed that elite mentality today, and I'm very happy for him. I'm very happy for the boys in general, because I think they proved a lot of us wrong. Because if you're an Arsenal fan, you're probably stressing. Don't lie to yourself. You're probably stressing when you heard all the news in international break where Odegaard was injured, Rice suspended. The Spurs were probably licking their lips. I won't even lie, and you have every right to. Those are two pivotal players for us. But we have to beat what's in front of us, and you know what? I'm very proud. That's a huge. You can look back at it towards the end of the season. That could be the difference between now. It's early days, but you never know. That could be the difference between us winning a title and not winning a title. I know it's only game week 4, but it's a long way to go. But it's a very, very big win. And I think teams that were expecting us to lose today, they'll be scratching their heads, because we're not a pushover team anymore. If this was the old Arsenal, 100% we get better no matter what happens. But see, this Arteta guy, man, he's working wonders for the club, man. He's working, and he signed a new contract extension as well. Um, I'm happy. I'm happy for him to stay. Now, people will say trophies, whatever. That's a conversation for another day. But man, I'm ecstatic, man. I'm over the moon. I'm over the moon, like, because the amount of stick I was getting on socials where we're gonna get battered, we're gonna see what the real Arsenal's like. And for us to come with that 1-0, I can hold my head up. I can hold my head up high and say, look, we got the victory, man, because like I had like rival fans. I have a lot of friends, rival fans. I had 2 Spurs fans, talking to me saying, yeah, you're gonna get whacked, all this. I'm like, look, we probably will, but you never know. But if we beat you, that's a long day for you. And yeah, so my phone is blown up there, but I'm trying not to get interrupted by it. But like nah, but I'm happy with the boys. I'm actually proud of the boys for real, because going forward, teams, like, it's when something like this happens again. Now, people would say it's a scrappy win. I get that it wasn't the most convincing win. But how many times have you seen City, Liverpool when they're in tight races? It doesn't matter how many goals you beat a team by, as long as you get all 3 points, you got to do what you got to do. But going forward, it was really good to see that we're missing 2 of our big players, and we were still able to produce this kind of result. And I thought the defending as a team, that last 10, 15 minutes for us defending for our lives, I think that showed what rival fans. That's what Arsenal is about. We defended like we were going to war. Spurs were peppering us, and we're so lucky their end product is so shit, because like Werner was whipping crosses like they were fucking Kevin De Bruyne crosses. Like, they were actually decent crosses that were going into the box. We're just so lucky that Spurs just don't have anyone that can have the awareness and technical ability to put the ball down. I know the Son, the Solanke, but they weren't. they weren't up for the task today. If anything, Kuliveski had a good couple of chances to get the lead or pull them level, and he just wasn't able to do it. But he had more shots than him. But look, nonetheless, I ain't gonna say too much. That's 3 points. It's a huge win. It's a statement to the league and a statement to the rest of the teams that we will, no matter who's injured, no matter who's not here, we will still give you a game. We'll defend to the last minute, and that's what the boys did. I'm very proud of it. Now we have midweek Champions League football. We have Atalanta next, and then next Sunday we have the reigning champions City. It's going to be very interesting for the team Arteta puts up during the two games because obviously we're playing midweek against Atalanta in the new Champions League format. With the two teams from each pod as well. So it's going to be very interesting. But this has given me a sense of relief as an Arsenal fan. I was really happy to see the boys get the W today. Um, I'm really hoping Odegaard isn't out for long term. Now Saka also went off as well. I'm hearing it's not too serious. Hopefully it's not, because if Saka's injured and Odegaard's injured, we're in trouble. But I'm hoping the Saka injury, I think he just maybe just caught a niggle and just didn't want to aggravate it. Odegaard, I hope it's not too serious. But look, the boys, I don't want to discredit the boys because they did what they had to do today and they did it to perfection. Parity even played well, and you guys know how much I've been slating Parity, saying his legs are gone. Even he put in the shift today. Low key, he might change my mind. I could come back and say at the end of the season that this man can't be sold. But he's slowly proving me wrong. And I did say like maybe it's just me, but he's slowly proving me wrong. So he put in a great performance as well, and the team just defended as a unit. And I'm really happy with that, and I'm really happy for the boys. But yeah, hopefully we'll catch y'all on Gunners Insight. Hopefully after the midweek Champions League match. But other than that, I've been your host Lawrence. Thank you for watching. Up the Gunners.